Bro, she's on her way in. This is gonna be epic, one of the college boys whispered, barely holding in his laughter as he filmed from the doorway. His three friends huddled behind him, phones out, smirking, elbows nudging each other like this was the best prank they'd ever pulled. The plan: set up a decorated Navy SEAL on a blind date, but not a real one, a cruel one, a fake profile, fake number, and a woman they handpicked for mockery, curvier, older, different from the typical social standard they thought this SEAL deserved. But the man they picked wasn't typical, and this wasn't going to end in how they expected. Lieutenant Commander Jack Larson sat perfectly composed at the table, posture straight, jaw sharp, his SEAL uniform immaculate. Each patch, each insignia earned with blood, sweat, and silence. He didn't fidget, didn't check his phone. He simply waited, calm as a loaded weapon. Around him, the restaurant hummed with quiet energy, glassware glinting in the light pouring through the tall windows. Then she walked in. Her beige dress hugged her confidently, shoulders back, lips tight with nervous energy. She scanned the room, her eyes locked with Jack's. She knew it was him, and in that moment, 1,000 thoughts flickered behind her lashes. Am I being judged? Will he laugh too? Should I just turn around? But Jack didn't look surprised, or disappointed, or amused. He stood. The entire restaurant paused, conversations dimming as if the air itself held its breath. Jack walked around the table, reached out a hand and said, "Ma'am, it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Jack." She blinked, stunned. "You're standing for me?" He smiled. "Of course. I was taught to stand for someone stronger than myself." Behind them, the group of boys cackled quietly, still recording. "Wait till she realizes it's fake," one whispered. "He's gonna bail." But Jack pulled out her chair, helped her sit, took his seat again. Their conversation began, natural, warm, like two people who belonged there, like there were no cameras, no prank, just dignity and connection. 10 minutes passed, then 20. The boys outside shifted uncomfortably. Something wasn't right. They leaned in, confused. That's when Jack looked up, directly at them. He nodded once. The door opened behind them. A man in civilian clothes stepped in, then another, then 6 more. All former SEALs, all plain-clothed, all with the same look in their eyes. That quiet storm kind of look. Jack turned to his date, his voice calm. "Excuse me for one moment." He walked to the boys who now stood frozen, their phones suddenly feeling heavier in their hands. "You think this is funny?" Jack asked softly. None of them answered. "You picked her," he said, "because you thought I'd walk out, because you thought her appearance would embarrass me, because you assumed I'd act like a boy instead of a man." Still silence. Jack stepped closer. "But here's the thing. That woman's worth more than every cheap laugh you'll ever chase. She showed up, authentically, courageously. Meanwhile, you stood here hiding behind screens. That's not a joke. That's cowardice." The smallest of the group tried to speak. "We didn't mean—" "Yes," Jack cut in. "You did. You meant to hurt someone, but you picked the wrong man and the wrong woman." He handed them a card. On it, a Navy SEAL emblem and a number. "Every one of us in that corner," he nodded toward his team, "has risked everything for people we've never met, including people like you. We protect your freedom, even your freedom to mock. But today, you crossed a line." He turned and walked back to his table. The SEALs never said a word, just stared, making it clear. This was over. Jack sat back down, gently picked up his water, and looked into his date's eyes. "Sorry about that," he said. "Now where were we?" She smiled. For the first time that day, really smiled. Because for once, someone saw her. Not as a joke, not as a punchline, but as a person worthy of respect. The boys left in silence, their prank defeated not by rage, but by grace. Real strength doesn't mock, it protects. And the most powerful response to cruelty isn't violence, it's respect. Never judge someone's worth by who they are paired with. Judge by how they treat the person across from them when no one else is watching. If this story touched even a small part of your heart, tell us in the comments where you're watching from and what moved you the most. Your words inspire thousands. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful stories.